Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a brand new week, the week before Christmas. Thank you for taking the time to either watch this live or watch the replay. I fully understand that it's a very busy time of year, so I really appreciate you tuning into this one. This is the last Monday 5 Live of the year. I'm going to have a little bit of a break for a few weeks and I'll be back sometime in January. Don't have a specific date yet. But today I want to talk about a really important subject. The title of it is Take Charge and Get Off the Yo-Yo for Good. So what I'm talking about here is yo-yo dieting. And I know that there are a lot of you out there who get stuck in this trap. And often it's not through any fault of your own. It's because there's a lot of confusing information out there. You might think that you're doing the right things to keep your weight steady or to lose weight. But the fact is that, you know, a lot of people are stuck because they really don't know what they should be doing. As I said, there's a lot of confusing and contradictory information and people are just confused. Good morning, Melissa. Gosh, you're up early. Must be 7 a.m. over there, maybe 6 a.m. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Right, so it's that time of year, you guys. It's the time of year where tables are full of delicious food, fridges are stocked with alcohol, the sun's out, you're with your family and your friends and you're socializing. And with that comes the natural consequence of gaining weight if you don't know how to navigate this time of year. So the average adult, and I was going to say I can't believe it, but I actually can believe it. The average adult consumes about 7,000 calories on Christmas Day, which just blows my mind because that's about 4 times more than what you should be eating every day. So for the average adult who eats about 2,000 calories a day, they go up to 7,000 on Christmas Day. Now, the thing is that that's okay. Like we say to our clients, just have a day off on Christmas, just go and enjoy yourself, eat what you gotta eat, drink what you gotta drink, and then, you know, you get back on track. But the problem is that a lot of people don't get back on track because they've got things like leftovers in the fridge. And you know what it's like when you've got leftovers in the fridge. You're just constantly in there having a spoonful of trifle or a piece of ham or whatever it is. So what happens is that you have your extra calories on Christmas Day, but then it continues on. And then you've got New Year's Eve, so you're probably out again eating and drinking with your friends. So the thing is that you get to, maybe you get to the middle of January or the end of January and you've put on a couple of kilos and you think, oh, well, it's only a couple of kilos. But for some people, that couple of kilos never comes off. And then they get to the next Christmas and then another couple of kilos goes on. And you can see where I'm going with this. You end up, every year, you end up putting on more and more weight. And people go, oh, well, you know, it's just a part of getting older. You know, it's just that middle-aged spread, it's just normal. It's common, but it's not normal. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to put on weight. But the thing is that people indulge and the problem is at this time of year is that a lot of people don't know how to navigate this time of year while keeping their weight in check and also their health in check. So what we've done at Jennings Holistic Health Coaching is we've come up with a solution to this problem. And we call it our Summer Survival Blueprint. This is a 31-day program where we teach you how to navigate this time of year. It starts on Christmas Day and it finishes on the 25th of January, which is a full 31 days. And we give you the tools and the strategies so that you don't gain weight over that time. So the ultimate goal is that you weigh in on Christmas morning. You go and enjoy your Christmas Day, so there's no restrictions on Christmas Day. The goal is to weigh in again on the 25th of January and you are the same weight. So we don't talk about weight loss over this time of year. That's crazy. Nobody wants to be actively trying to lose weight over the silly season. That just puts a lot of pressure on. But we do talk about maintenance. So if you can get from Christmas Day to the end of January and you've maintained your weight, then that's an absolute win. So I'll just tell you a little quick story about how this program came about. It's a really good story actually. So, and I remember this very, very clearly. a few years ago, Steve he's always been active, he's always been health conscious, and he would always work really hard to get to his goal weight on Christmas Day. So he'd be training, he'd be giving up alcohol, he'd be giving up bread and lollies and all that sort of stuff. He'd be working out really hard, and he'd hit his goal on Christmas Day. And then he would just pig out on Christmas Day, but then he'd pig out on all the leftovers as well. And then he'd go into New Year and have all these social events. And in our family, we've got not only Christmas and New Year, but we've got like 3 or 4 birthdays within the first 11 days of January. So there's a lot of celebrations, a lot of functions and things like that. And of course, along with that comes the food and the drink. So he would work really hard, and then he would put on about 5 kilos over a 3-week period. And he'd do this year after year after year. And it got to the point where it was probably about 5 years ago, he stood on the scales around about mid-January and just thought, this is ridiculous. I just don't want to do this anymore. And he said to himself, right, I have to make some changes here, because I don't want to be confronted with this number on the scale anymore. And it was happening every year. So he decided to change the way that he approached the Christmas and New Year season and the holiday season. And from there, we have actually developed a program to help other people get through that period as well, because we know that they do gain weight. And what happens is they get to a brand new year and then they go back to work and they're feeling sluggish, they're feeling lethargic, they've put on a few kilos, and they're really annoyed at themselves because yet again, another brand new year is here and they haven't taken control of their health. So, as I said, this program is about maintenance. It's not about weight loss. And I'm going to tell you what's included in the Summer Survival Blueprint. It's a really, really effective program. So ever since Steve came to that epiphany where he had to change his ways, we developed that program about 4 or 5 years ago, and now we deliver it every year for people who are wanting to take control and get off the yo-yo dieting for good. Okay, so here's what's included in the program. We give you a coaching manual. Now, this manual is like gold, honestly. There are 8 secrets to maintaining your weight loss, and they are very effective and they work. And a lot of people just don't even think about these things. Okay, so we know what they are and we tell you what they are so that you can follow them. We give you a summer survival meal plan. So we teach you sort of the foods that you should be eating over this time. And of course, there are cheat meals. There are times where you can go and do whatever you like. That's part of a sustainable lifestyle. We give you a Christmas season recipe ebook. So all your favorites, but in much healthier version. So we take out all the crap foods, or the troublemakers that I like to call them, all the foods that, do tend to stack on the weight, but also create a lot of health problems for people. So we replace those recipes with similar recipes with healthier ingredients. And I tell you what, they are absolutely delicious. We send out emails every second day. This gives you some more recipes, but it also keeps you focused and keeps you on target for that particular week. We give you a 31-day strategy calendar. Now, this is really important. So with that calendar, we help you map out what is going to be happening in your next 31 days. Now, this includes things like when you're going to be drinking alcohol, when you're going to be indulging, and then we give you a few other little secrets as well. So that calendar is a very important part of important piece of the puzzle. You also have a private Facebook Messenger group. So every time we run a challenge, we've got a private Messenger group. We put all our attendees in there, and that becomes your support community. So you can share your good days, your bad days, your recipes, your thoughts, whatever it is. The key thing is that you've got a group of people around you who are doing the same thing as you, and they become your support network. And of course, Steve and I are in there as well, so you have constant access to us. Now we're going to give you some added fitness challenges here. This is a little bit of a bonus if you're wanting to do a little bit of fitness over the 31 days. There will be some fitness options in there. And we also give you some mastermind coaching videos. So these videos are basically giving you the nitty-gritty of why you're doing what you're doing and some things that you really need to keep in mind over this time of year. So the Summer Survival Blueprint, as I said, it starts on the 25th of December. If you want to join, I'm going to post the link in the comments. That'll take you to a page on our website. You can read all about it. You can read some testimonials. There's some really great testimonials actually of people who have done this over the last few years, and would love for you to join us. So I want you to think about, if you're someone who is health conscious and you've worked hard this year to get your health to a point where you're happy with, or maybe you're still on that journey, maybe you're not quite happy yet, but you know that you're on the path. Please have a think about whether you are prepared to let all that go. Because that is the reality for a lot of people at this time of year, is that they throw caution to the wind and then they overindulge and they end up that few kilos heavier, and then they never get rid of it. That's a fact, because we see these people all the time. We work with them. So think carefully about that. Are you prepared for that to happen to you again? The second thing I want you to think about is, there has to come a time, if you're someone who, needs to take action with your health, take control of your health, there has to come a time where you put your stake in the ground and go, okay, this is it. This is my time, and I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes that I've always made. So I want you to think about whether at the start of a brand new year, is this your year to finally take charge and get off the yo-yo diet thing for good. Take charge of your health and learn how to master this time of year and how to sustain those results going forward. So just some food for thought today. Just before I go, I'm just letting you know that our second book, Full of Beans, which is all about the plant-based lifestyle, this is now available in ebook format. It became available late last week, and so I'm going to post the link to this ebook in the comments as well. So I think it's $9.95 Australian, which I think is about $11 New Zealand. Of course, we've still got our hard copy books for sale. This is still at a special price, $19.95 plus postage on our website. It is going to be going up to $29.95 in the new year. So if you want to grab a bargain and you want a hard copy, let me know, or go to our website and you can you can order a copy. And of course, book number 1 is also available as well. This is both hard copy and ebook copy as well. Ebooks on Amazon, hard copy from our website. So I'm going to leave it there today, guys. I hope this has been valuable for you. I hope that some of you will join us on our 31-day Summer Survival Blueprint, and let's get 2023 off to a great start with excellent health, feeling good, and ready to tackle a brand new year. So everyone, I'm off now for a few weeks. Going to go and have a little bit of a holiday. And I will be back in 2023, I'd say probably mid to late January. So just want to say thank you so much to all of you who tune in. I know that there's regulars that you tune in every week and you hopefully get value from these little things that I talk about each week. Of course, if you've got any suggestions, if you've got any ideas or things that you want me to talk about, by all means send them through. Let me know. I'm very, very open to ideas and feedback. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully the sunshine stays. Looking at my phone, the forecast isn't great. So let's hope for a beautiful day on Christmas Day, and Happy New Year to you all. Hope you all have a wonderful start to 2023. Okay guys, gonna check out now. See you next year. Bye.